Hey guys, welcome to Everything Interesting. Today we'll take a look at 10 of the creepiest sea creatures. Number 10, the oarfish. Awareness of this massive fish has grown after their remarkable surface appearances in recent years. The oarfish can grow to an incredible 50 feet in length and weigh 600 pounds. It's the longest known bony fish, and bony fish are just fish that are comprised of bone tissue as opposed to cartilage like sharks and stingrays. They typically live anywhere between 600 and 3,000 feet deep, which is why it's so rare to see one, especially near shore. Based on its appearance and scarcity, many believe it was the oarfish that actually inspired the old tales of sea serpents and other mythical creatures. According to Japanese folklore, they are known as the messenger from the sea god's palace, and seeing them at the surface is actually a harbinger of an enormous earthquake. There's still a lot to learn about these mysterious creatures. Number 9, the red-lipped batfish. It's no surprise that this creepy, unusual fish is found in the deep waters of the Galapagos Islands. They can be found between 10 and 250 feet deep. These aggressive fish are horrible swimmers, but instead use their pectoral and pelvic fins more like feet to walk on the ocean floor. However, you can imagine how slow walking would be. And as the voracious carnivores they are, the red-lipped batfish prefers to trick its prey using the horn on its head to lure them into coming nice and close. While that's not blood around its mouth, scientists still aren't sure about what purpose the red coloring serves. Number 8, the Gulper Eel. This monster has a disproportionately huge mouth. Similar to a snake, the mouth is loosely hinged and can be opened wide enough to swallow an animal much larger than itself. This eel is also known as the pelican eel because it can deposit fish into its pouch-like lower jaw. Some species of gulper eels can even grow up to 6 feet long. They live anywhere between 1,600 and 9,800 feet deep. The eel waits patiently, suspended in the middle of the water, and dangles its bioluminescent tail in front of its mouth like a fishing lure to attract unwary prey. Number 7, the vampire squid. Also known as the vampire squid from hell, this prehistoric species looks like it swam right out of a horror movie. This deep-sea cephalopod gets its name from its cloak-like webbing and big glowing eyes. They live around 2,000 to 2,600 feet below the surface. When threatened, it turns its cloak inside out to expose the ferocious fang-like spines beneath them. Like many other deep-sea creatures, the vampire squid also has photophores, which it uses to scare and confuse predators. Unlike typical squids that release ink, it can also release a sticky bioluminescent mucus, which can glow for up to 10 minutes. And if that doesn't work, it also has photophores on its head that resemble eyes. What's dangerously cunning about the vampire squid is that it can slowly contract the muscles around these large light organs, giving the impression that it's running away by shrinking the eyes. Number 6, the snaggletooth fish. This creepy set of chompers are also known as star eaters and are located in the deep sea waters between Australia and New Zealand. Since they live so deep, roughly 600 feet down, little is known about the snaggletooth. However, we do know that like the gulper eel, they too utilize a red glowing photophore from the lure on their chin to draw in their prey. When their victim is close enough, their 2-foot-long torpedo body swiftly snatches its meal. Number 5, the colossal squid. Only 2 have ever been found that were whole enough to be fully studied by scientists, so not much is known about this mysterious and massive cephalopod. Both full colossal squid were captured by the same person, John Bennett. This is him in 2007. And this is his second catch in 2014. They can be found in the deep cold waters along Antarctica, New Zealand, and even some areas of Africa. The colossal squid is the largest known invertebrate and is estimated to grow up to 13 to 16 feet in length and weigh around 880 to 1,100 pounds. Currently, the largest full specimen was Bennett's first capture in New Zealand and was estimated to be 15 feet while alive and weighed half a ton. They also have the largest documented eye of any other creature on Earth. While the giant squid's arms and tentacles consist of suckers lined with small teeth, the colossal squid is also equipped with claw-like hooks in the middle of their arms. The sperm whale is currently its only known predator, as countless squid samples have been recovered from whale stomachs. However, scars from gashes inflicted on sperm whales' backs are consistent with the shape of tentacle hooks, providing evidence that the squid viciously strikes back. Number 4. The Sarcastic Fringehead. Found in the Pacific Ocean off the coast of California, these creepy predators are bitter loners. Unlike other fish that wander around, these fish live alone in rock crevices, discarded shells, or even empty cans or bottles. They are extremely territorial and aggressive in nature. They use their huge rainbow mouths to intimidate any intruders in their territory, including other fringeheads that get a little too close. But if that's not enough, they are more than capable of ferociously attacking when necessary. Their teeth are so sharp, it can easily pierce through a diving suit. Can you guess how it got its name? I bet you're thinking of its root word sarcasm. However, both actually stem from the Greek word sarkosmos, which means to tear flesh. Fitting, right? Number 3. The deep sea hatchetfish. This soulless fish gets its name from its body shape. Like a hatchet, they're very thin, making it difficult for other fish to see it. This fish is kind of like a magician. From the side, their silvery mirror-like scales help them blend into the glimmering ocean waters. For predators lurking below, they have photophores that run along their bellies. Whenever they swim near the surface, the photophores emit a blue glowing light that mimics the appearance of light from above. This makes them practically invisible and safe from any predators from all angles. They can be found in all major oceans and live in the twilight zone, roughly 160 to 5,000 feet below the surface. Number 2. The anglerfish. Remember that nightmarish beast from Finding Nemo? That was the female anglerfish. Commonly dubbed the black sea devil, the fish is famous for using its bioluminescent lure to attract fish to its sharp teeth. They live as deep as a mile underwater. What's even creepier than their face is their unusual reproduction ritual. The males are much smaller and lack a lure. They only have a short amount of time to live on their own before their digestive system degenerates. So in order to survive, they use their keen sense of smell to hunt down female. When they find one, they become parasitic, biting into the female, which releases an enzyme that will melt their lips for permanent fusion. The male then lives off the nutrients from the female, and in return, the female can use their sperm to fertilize her eggs whenever she wants. And they believe in polygamy. But how does she get enough food for herself and her leeches? Well, their mouths are so big and bodies so pliable that they can swallow prey up to twice their size. And number 1, the Stargazer. Don't let the romantic name fool you. These fish are not only venomous, but some can even produce electric shocks. Located in U.S. eastern shores at depths of 120 feet, they live on the ocean floor. Using its pectoral fins as shovels, the stargazer burrows itself in the sand and waits for prey. It camouflages so well that only its eyes are visible when buried. When it senses food nearby, it swiftly ambushes prey and devours it whole. That was our 10 creepiest sea creatures. What kind of sea creatures do you guys think are the creepiest? Let us know in the comments below. If you liked our video, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching!